Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today. We will be focusing a little bit more on digestion through some deep stretching this time. So allow yourself to get in some nice comfortable clothes and relax down on the mat. Into whatever seating position feels best for you. And remembering to feel like that string is at the top of our head, lifting us up, lengthening that back of your head in line with your tailbone. Relaxing your shoulders over your hips and maybe resting your hands onto your thighs or knees. And allowing ourselves to just breathe, nice natural breath. Bringing ourselves to the mat, mentally as well as physically. Letting all those thoughts, the chatter that is going on in our minds, the to-do lists, everything, just allowing that wave of thoughts to just calm. They're not going to go away, but we can calm them, acknowledging them, and bringing our focus back to our practice. From a huge wave of thoughts to a nice, gentle, calm. So maybe from here, closing your eyes or bringing your gaze to a nice soft gaze. Just focus internally on your breath. Feel that natural breath flowing through your body. Being aware of the sensations that are occurring in your body right now. Remembering yoga is non-harming. So anytime you are in a pose and you feel your body telling you, no, this is not happening, please come out of the pose, go into a variation of it, or just make whatever adjustments you need to make along the way. And then slowly deepening that breath. Maybe counting to 4 as you inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then count to 4 as you exhale, or maybe even go a little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe go to 5 or 6. Releasing that breath. As you inhale, feeling your belly rise, feeling the breath come up into your chest. As you exhale, feeling it go down, grounding you. Feel that belly button go back into the spine. Continue this breath. Just a few more breaths. And then opening your eyes, they were closed. Bring your legs out in front of you. I'm going to turn to the side here. Just bring them out straight in front of you. Maybe sit on the edge of your blanket if you so choose, or right directly on the mat, whichever is best for you. Hands down onto the mat. Slowly walk your hands forward. You can certainly curve that back. You do not need to keep it straight. Curving that back. You should feel the stretch in your lower back. You should also feel, depending on how you're going down, on the hamstrings. Letting your feet relax. Maybe they're going to fall to the side a little bit. That's okay. We want to relax all our muscles. The only muscles that will be activated is any that are holding you up into the pose. All the others we just want to relax, so we can really focus on those connective tissues. from here, maybe close your eyes, or again, going back into that soft gaze, whichever you are comfortable with. And breathe that nice full breath. Remembering to release the muscles, relaxing them. Thoughts may try to intrude, and that's okay. They're not going to go away. Maybe acknowledge them, and then bringing your focus back to your breath. It's just important to be aware of what is happening. What sensations do you feel in your body? What thoughts come to your mind? Being aware of them, and then just almost like you're just setting them aside for right now, coming back to your breath. And then slowly and very gently, walking your hands back, slowly lifting your back up. Be gentle with yourself. Anytime you're coming out of the pose, learn to talk. Do it very gently and very slowly. We don't want to cause any type of injury. And then from here, come onto all fours, however you would like to get there. Maybe swinging your legs aside. I use a blanket under my knees. You can certainly grab a blanket, kind of protects the knees. Bring yourself into that tabletop position onto all fours. Your knees underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders. Keeping your back neutral. From here, lifting your right arm up into the air and then slowly drawing it through, threading behind that left arm, bringing your right shoulder to the mat. You can rest your head onto the mat. Your left arm can certainly just rest on your lower back, or if you would like, bring it out in front of you, getting just a little bit extra stretch here. And then slowly bringing your gaze, or bringing your focus to your breath. I'm just trying to watch the clock, sorry. This is a great one to take the kinks out of that lower back, but also a little bit of twist. I'll be watching the time, guiding you through. And again, if your arm is out straight and it starts to bother you, feel free at any time to just take it and rest it on your lower back, or maybe bring your hand down next to you. Almost like a dry sponge that you dip into water. Bring it out, squeezing it, twisting it. Goes from very dry to very flexible and movable, which is what we're doing to our connective tissues. Stretching, strengthening. And then slowly drawing yourself back up, sliding that arm down, lifting yourself into that tabletop position. You can hear my body cracking today. And this time, lifting your left arm into the air, slowly threading it behind that right arm, bringing yourself down to the mat. And again, your right arm can rest right where it was, or maybe on your lower back, or bring it out in front of you. Again, closing your eyes, or bringing that nice soft gaze, and breathe. Feel the sensations in your body. And slowly sliding that arm back, lifting yourself back into that tabletop position. This time, let yourself fall back, pushing back to lay onto those thighs, coming into a child's pose. And from here, just kind of resting your head onto the mat. Your arms can be out in front of you, or if you like, allow them to just lie beside you, palms up. Your hands will be down by your feet. Giving ourselves time for our back to come back to that natural, neutral position. We've done a couple twists. And then slowly bringing yourself back up into that tabletop position. From here, be moving into a low lunge. So you want to, however you want to get it there, that right foot up in between your hands. And if you have blocks or books or anything that you can use, I'm going to grab my blocks temporarily. One of these times I'm going to grab my books and pillows, and we'll use those for props. That's coming soon. So coming into that low lunge position, remembering your knee is above your ankle. You can use the blocks straight up if you would like, or bringing them down to the level that works for you. Or maybe you don't want to use them at all. Maybe you want to just rest your hands onto the floor. You can also come straight up, rest your hands on your thigh too. Always remember you can make the adjustment as you need to. So from here, just focusing on that breath. Slowly walking your hands back, stretching that front leg just a little bit, lifting your toes off the mat. Just feeling the stretch in the back of your leg. And then walking it forward again, bending that knee. This time come back into that tabletop position, maybe sliding that foot back. And we'll work on the other side. Moving your left foot in between your hands. Checking your knee placement. And again, coming into the position that feels best for you, whether it's sitting up like this, or coming down to the mat, or maybe even using your blocks. Or books, whatever you have. If you have a book, just lie flat down onto the mat, and then just rest your hands on it. Remember, you should be able to maintain that full breath throughout the pose. So if you are having difficulty, grab some type of support to just kind of lift yourself up a little bit, maybe. If you're too far in. And slowly walking your hands back, straightening that front leg. Lift your toes into the air. Just feeling the stretch on this back of this leg now. And then slowly coming forward. Slide your foot back into that tabletop position. And this time coming onto your back. Keeping your feet onto the mat, close to your body. Relaxing the shoulders into the mat. Lift your right leg into the air and just drape it over your left leg, almost like you're sitting in a chair crossing your legs. Bring your arms out to your side And slowly let your legs fall over to the left. Now you can grab a pillow, you can grab some books, maybe blocks, and just put them underneath there, letting your leg rest on it if you would like. Keeping your focus on that breath, being aware of the sensations that are occurring on your right hip. Feeling that stretch, maybe a little bit in that lower back as well as you're twisting. But relaxing your shoulders. Just letting the rest of your body just sink into the mat. Slowly drawing your knees back into the air. Bringing your right foot up and down next to your left. Bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself just a nice hug, and rock back and forth, massaging that lower back. Knees to the mat again, this time lifting the left leg, crossing over the right. Hands out to your side, letting yourself just fall over to the right this time. And slowly lifting your knees into the air again. Bringing that left foot next to your right. Bring your knees into your chest again and just rock back and forth, giving yourself a nice hug, massaging that lower back. And bringing your feet together, knees spread wide. Bring your feet down onto the floor for a reclining butterfly. Relaxing all of your muscles. Maybe you even again want those books to rest your knees on. Just letting them stay open. Relaxing the shoulders, melting into the mat. And then from here, let your legs go out, getting into a position that feels good for you to just relax, taking a few moments for yourself today. Take some time to just feel your body relaxing, starting at the feet, letting them just kind of fall over the legs. Let that lower back rest, relax into the mat. Your shoulders, your arms, and releasing the tension in your face. We always tend to carry that in our face, clenching, tightness. We're not even aware of it half the time. Feel your body relax, melting, sinking into the mat. And take some time for you. Just a few minutes if that's all you have. Bring your breath back to that nice natural breath. And I thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to guide you. And I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste. And please, if you do like the videos and you're interested in seeing more of the flow and the yin, please subscribe to my channel and make any comments you need if you have questions or anything. Thank you.